Hello, everyone. That was very strange. As soon as I swapped over to my coding screen, my screen actually went black. How's it going? All right. Welcome back to the code. That is my drawing tablet, which isn't turned on. We'll turn that on. All right. So, today's tasks, which hopefully will get them done. Oh, I'm not visible. I no longer have a cam on here. Hey, there I am. There I am, stuck in the middle of you. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stream for. I'm definitely getting sick. Thank you very much to my brother and my uncle. My throat is actually in a lot of pain right now. So, if I don't talk too much, I apologize, but I will try and say hi to everybody who jumps into chat. Hopefully I won't get too sickly. Oh yeah, and let's quickly take a look at this schedule here. Oop, there we are. So, we've got 2 days of software and game dev, Tuesdays and Thursdays now. Wednesdays is going to be all Warframe, and so is Saturdays. And then we're going to also still have our randomizer run because I do have a lot of fun with Elden Ring randomizer. And that'll be on Fridays. So we've gotten rid of any battle royales right now. I don't think we don't really have any PvP this month. But that's mainly because sorry. That's mainly because Jordan is now on his MAD schedule. So I might sneeze. I see my microphone's doing the weird thing. One second. Hello? Hello? Please hold. So I don't know what happens there. It seems like the compressor gets a little bit upset. It seems to have remedied itself though for now. The other issue I have is audio capture device 2. Oh, you're my webcam. I'm dumb. Yeah, no, that's not supposed to have any audio. My apologies if you were hearing double audio. Start of the stream. As I was saying, before I was completely inaudible. Got 2 days of software and game dev. We've got 2 days of Warframe, and we've got Elden Ring. No PvP this month because without Jordan PvP, well, not without Jordan, without a buddy. So either Katie, Quinn, Jordan, Kira. PvP isn't as fun for me solo. Also, Helldivers 2 isn't that fun with just me being in there. I could play with squads, but that's always a roll of the dice. Hopefully we get lucky with some, like, nice teammates. I don't even need good teammates, I just need kind people. And that's really risky. So I decided I could do Warframe solo. Warframe solo is fine. I could do Elden Ring solo. I've got my own randomizer run. And then 2 days of software and game dev. That gives me lots and lots of opportunities. And it allows me to get a lot of work done. So, speaking of which, I'm going to do coding streams based on tasks. I don't know if I should put a task list somewhere. Nah. Got a lot going on the screen already. Also, yeah, my setup's a little bit different. So, hopefully I didn't just ruin my microphone. Nope, looks like we're good. So, yeah, my setup's a little bit different now. You're a little bit higher up because now my 4K monitor isn't on my desk, nor is my center monitor. Both of these monitors, the one that you can't see right in front of me, and the one that you're stood on, you being Twitch chat and YouTube chat, are now mounted to the wall, and then this one is actually on my desk because it doesn't have a mount at all. So I have a larger monitor on the left-hand side, which is nice. I've got 2 wall-mounted monitors. One thing I don't like, this monitor is actually at a decent height. I could tell that it's fixing my posture forcibly. This monitor isn't. It's a little bit too high. It's basically the same monitor height as my center monitor, but about this much higher up. And it's like that because for coding, I can actually tilt this monitor so that it's portrait mode. And that helps with some coding adventures being able just to see the entire document of code, which is nice. Can't do that for streaming because that would just, I don't know where I'd have to stream exclusively to mobile devices where you're watching it like this, and I don't want to do that. But when I'm solo coding, it's nice. Now, it comes with the caveat of it has to be higher up than what would be comfortable for my neck, because otherwise I won't be able to turn the monitor. So, a little bit sad there. That's okay. So yeah, all 3 of my monitors kind of go up in a weird slant all the way up to that one. But it's really, really nice that I no longer have that monitor arm there, because it was like this monitor that you're sat on was so low down I couldn't access that part of my desk. So now I have access to another corner of my desk. That means that I have space for this monitor to be on my desk, which is much bigger than the other one. Yeah, it's actually super nice. What are we going to do on these days? So Elden Ring is, of course, going to be random. Software and game dev. Oh, I have no idea what I was hearing. Anyways, software and game dev is going to be more work on the Last Stand, Project Last Stand. And Warframe, I think I'm just going to try and get myself a roster of really nice Warframes for, like, Steel Path and stuff. I've noticed this with some games. The grind doesn't necessarily stop, but the thing that you were grinding for becomes just not that difficult to come across now. So Endo is one thing that I'm going to be really hungry for consistently, because Endo is used in massive amounts for the last tiers of certain mods, especially galvanized mods and Rivens and stuff like that. So that's probably going to be what I focus on. I've also written a script. Show you that. What? Should not be visible. Oh no, it's a Instagram. So this bot actually will do stress tests of weapons with specific mods. It will do them with specific mods. That's what this area down here is for, the test zone. And if I just want to see what the best build that I think you can make is, then I can just set this up with a weapon and say go ham. And it will take a while, especially so here's what takes a long time. So saved builds, the more saved builds you have, the more chances the bot has to find good combinations of like two mods that really pair well with one another. And the fewer that we have, it's going to be more about, okay, I slapped this mod in and my damage doubled. It's not going to take into account, if I put in Frost and Toxin in here, just having Frost isn't going to be great. Just having Toxin isn't going to be great. But putting them together gives me gas, I think. No, that's heat. Viral, I think, actually. Having that viral damage, it takes two mods, but the enemy is super weak to viral. And that's what having like 1,000 saved builds in here is good for. But 1,000 saved builds can take up to an hour and a half per mod slot, which is woefully inefficient. But I can make it better. Like, if I really wanted to, I'd just take out all the lowest tier mods. That would drop my mods, the number of mods down quite significantly. There is a reason why I have this many, is because, like, with, I say 60, you can have virtually up to 120 mod capacity with Forma. But if I don't want to use Forma, or I've formatted it already to a point where I can't format it anymore, then all of this is very useful for figuring out if, like, maybe it's good to have critical delay 5, but because of that I can't have serration 4. And if I only had serration 10 on here, then I would not, then the software would
only put critical delay 5 and I wouldn't get any serration from it. It's also kind of stupid where it doesn't know the polarities. It just assumes that I will polarize the weapon. I kind of like that because it forces me to build a weapon up from there. I use this to make my Amprex near God tier. And it's also the software that taught me... That didn't really teach me. It showed me and taught me, sure, that... Where is it? So these are the 2 Riven mods that I had. And I plugged this in to see if this one would be better than Cretatus 8. And it turns out it was. So, Amprex Visi Acricon, despite the fact that it's missing out on the bonus crit chance, because it's got this bonus damage percent, it basically increases the effects of having crit by 100%, because it's already doubling your damage, and then a crit would multiply your damage by whatever that is. So it would be taking 2x and then multiplying that by 6x. So the only way 100% damage would get outclassed by a higher bonus crit chance is if I could guarantee double my damage every time. And apparently this was not enough to do that. Because I did the math on paper. I did the math on paper with all the crit chance that I could get and all of the bonus crit damage I could get. And I was missing out on 250 damage per shot if I stuck with just pure crit. So, yeah. That's why I have a bonus damage percent there. So this takes a very long time. Do I? It's right here. Should tell me. The last cycle of this took 2.5 hours. But it built me a build that is ideal against the Grenier. That's what this was about. And as you can see, we've got the Riven mod in there. We've got Infected Clip to make it corrosive damage. Galvanized Scope and Galvanized Chamber. Vital Sense and Heavy Caliber, Serration, and Speed Trigger. So it's determined that we only need the Galvanized Scope and the Vital Sense in terms of crit modifying abilities. Is Heavy Caliber? No, Heavy Caliber is just raw damage. So, and then it added in Serration and Heavy Caliber. This is incredibly hard to debug because this is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of checks. And because of that, where do I stick a breakpoint in there to make sure something is working correctly? That's what the test zone is for, is so that I can test individual mods. But between tests, it's very, very hard to tell if one thing is working and the other thing isn't. Also, I'm pretty sure these are going to be the same builds. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Galvanized Chamber, Galvanized Scope, the Riven, Infected Clip, Vital Sense, Speed Trigger, Serration, Caliber. So yeah, these are the exact same builds. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. I don't know why it does. So that's going to be an optimization that I make, is if I... Oh, no. That's actually something that I can't change. I'll tell you why. The order of these mods is actually important because of damage combinations. So the software is smart enough to pair, say, Infected Clip with an electric-based mod to make corrosion, and then a heat-based mod underneath that would just be heat damage, and then a cold mod under that would be blast damage and corrosive damage. So the order of the mods does count. I hate it. the fact that multiple variations of the same build are appearing. Maybe there's a way I can fix that later, but that's not what today's about. Today is about this or this. Which one was it? It was this one. Okay. So I worked on this a lot off stream. And this is what I've got so far. So it's not perfect. It's far from it. But it's pretty freaking good. It's a skill tree. And, well, there are some overlaps. Like, there's an overlap there. There's an overlap here. Like, these two are a little bit overlappy. That's definitely overlappy. There's an overlap there. I think it's good enough that I can get it into engine and focus on fixing it in engine rather than out here. It's going to be so much... It's going to be so different in engine that I don't want to mess around with this. Right? I don't want to mess around with this visualizer when I then have to mess around with the visualizing in engine, because I think it's going to be such different code to get either of them working. So, this skill tree gen, today's task is to get all of this into engine, into Unreal, which I should have started. Ow. My browser gone. Where's my mouse gone? I just want to confirm that, like... Oh. Turned off the wrong. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Good. So. Also, I do have to go downstairs and throw wood in the fire occasionally, and I apologize, but it's cold around here, and those of you who know anything about temperature physics and stuff like that know that it's a lot harder to put heat into a cold house than it is to keep a warm house warm. Stayed up till 4:30 last night to make sure that this stayed warm. Ain't gonna let it go cold on me. You know what? I'll do it. I'll start loading up the project. All right. While this is opening, I'll go get my the wood into the fire, and I'll also adjust my fan. Be right back. Hello. All right. All right. start with a new class. Probably just an object. I remember. Out here to make mistakes. Interesting that this one actually had the correct... No, it doesn't have the correct... All right. I dropped 63 frames and I don't know where from. Should be able to build. Recompiled object not linked in. Image may not. Kill this and then. What? Unable to build the... Well, live coding is active. Exit the ad. Now? I prefer running from here anyways, because this allows me to actually use breakpoints and stuff. Alright. First things first, to know what Euler is. Copy. Also, I guess I could do... let's see if Unreal... Math F? Let's try including... Math.a. I just want to see if the end of the world. There is a Unreal Math utility. That's what I'm looking. Unreal Math utility. Euler's number. There it is. I'm just going to set it to... That way I have it easily accessible. So we now have Euler's number. Does Unreal come with baked-in randomness? Right. Okay. Random stream dot. Let's see. Don't know. All right. Let's. Okay, it's just the F math. What? How do you do this? Okay, this just returns a random number. Right. Right. This is how you use namespaces, right? I remember now. This is using namespaces. Oh boy, it's been a while. Oh boy, it's been a while. Alright. So, that is how I get a random number. Just comment this out so it exists. Alright. Alright, first things first, we have to convert everything in my node function. Alright, so in it... I don't think I needed to... because I'm not working in... I am going to be working in pointers, but... I've got to clean up. Damn it. I think I know how to do this properly. In reality, I shouldn't have to do this if I was using Unreal's stuff, because Unreal has a garbage collector and will clean up stuff that falls out of scope, I believe. But this is not an Unreal class because it's more simple just to do it this way. It's just a stupid class. It doesn't need to be visualized. It just needs to contain data. Let's do it. Let's do it properly. Doing it properly means I don't do it. Doing it properly means... have the node. Start. What did I do wrong? Is the game still running? Maybe? Maybe it hadn't actually exited yet. Oh, that's a lot of errors. Feel like I haven't done enough yet to see this. I feel like this is uncalled for, Unreal. accidentally? I don't need this anymore. I fix it? Nope. The heck? This is unfortunately a billion link errors, which tells me very little data about what's going on here. Oh, please tell me that that's not... If I remember correctly, all of this is default. Maybe I just... This is a lot of links that are happening. I'll restart my... Try to open anything. So we'll try launching from here. Am I dumb? How do I go about deleting stuff again? I delete the source. I don't delete this. That. Delete that. Delete saved. Yes, and the config. I think that should be in. Now if I generate the VS project file. I feel like I haven't done anything. Unreal. What to explain? Is that the issue? What happened? My computer broken? No. Oh, back. We're back. I'm literally just going to take out everything that wasn't default. Sand. Error link 2001. It's fine. Got to add the. Odds are you are using a module you didn't add to the project. Math. Even if that was the issue, I took out math. Oh. Then not 2001? Because this says 1120 up. And 2001. Try 1120 first. Oh, please tell me it's not an issue like my audio driver crashed or something, right? Package system data 4.5. What's the file path? That is not a long file path. That should not be the issue. MSB 310. Open VS menu. Let's try launching it. I'm slowly running out of potential fixes. How do I remove that? I'm sick of it. I want it dead. You're gone. Okay, that looks fine. So, let's get rid of you. I just don't want it anymore. It's not going to be used, and it might be causing me issues. So, take a look at this git ignore again. .vs. Saved. Staying. This can go. Why not right click? Alright. Please work. I just don't want to have to start from scratch again, please. Oh. Hey! We're back. Alright. Good. Uh... Why are we here? Why are we here? So, to be fair, this is where I'm used to working. This kind of level. It's definitely not where I thought we were, though. Like, those are all still there, so I didn't delete content. Yeah, and now I don't actually have, like, characters and stuff. I swear I didn't do any. Failed to load outer for any of the... Why? Cool, where's the actual character? Starter content, third person. Blueprint could not be loaded because it derives from an invalid class. To make sure the parent class for the blueprint has not been removed. Want to continue, it could crash the editor. Huh? This derives from nothing. Do I make a new project again? Try and remedy this, because I don't want to have to work on the third person character. Screw it. Worst case scenario is later on I have to add a... later on I have to copy all of the code into a new... That's the worst case scenario. But if I have to make my own character, so be it. I think I'm going to have to anyways, because I need to figure out how to blend attack animations together. Those errors are still... Okay, it launches. Is there... do those arrows still appear? Fail to load outer full. Delete the Unreal cache. Okay. Let me try one more before I decide that it's no. Ew. Mother of freaking pearl. I have so many versions on here. So I assume if I delete this, continue. I am the administrator. Properties. I will prevail, Unreal. Oh, is this the issue? I don't think it is. Not right state. Okay, if this hasn't fixed the issue, then we'll try and fix these here. Just want to Unreal today, man. Not taking it. Okay. Next issue. Sorry. All right. MSB 3101. All right, let's try the actual error. Make sure you have all the SDK.nets needed for your machine 5.5. Could not write state file. Okay, I think I can fix these errors, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fix the corrupted blueprints. I'm pretty sure that's just corrupted blueprints. Sorry. Here and then one. It's fine. How do I get to your files? Just not going to let me. Come on, Epic Games. Make me trudge through. Where did I download you? Unreal. 7. About Epic. Work? Program from UE 5.5. Gen. Source. Automation tool. Which does not exist. Oh, sorry. Programs, automation, mutable. Run mutable command. OBJ. So right click this. Property. I've had this issue before. I think that my computer doesn't believe I'm the administrator. I'm the administrator. Or this guide is useless. This is not gonna add. That said, this path might be way too long. And I know Unreal has issues with if a path is too long, it won't be able to store it. I don't know how to shorten that, though, because I can only realistically remove program files from that branch. Wait. What's the negative sign mean? Oh. See if that worked, at least fixing the code issue. Oh. Okay, those errors are now gone. I don't think that's going to fix the issue of the corrupted blueprints, but those issues are now fixed. Thank goodness. Okay. Let's add some code in here and see if it breaks some more. What I'll do is see the code. Space. Okay. So I do need a constructor. Do I need a destructor? Probably not, I'd assume. Control definition. Power level is needed. What about that? So here's the question. Do I just pass the skill in? I just say, here's a skill, and then the skills themselves are going to be... They're going to contain their own power levels. So I probably just say... Skill... Yes, I think that's what we want. I need to include skills. I'll be right back. I think I need to throw more wood in the fire. Also, there might be more wood here. Hello. Okay. Fire's going good. Fire's going good. Let's include the skills. Sorry, UP skill. Now we generate a node based on that skill. That node will store the power level in itself as well. Yep. Parents. Oh, it's actually... I think it's going to read all that. Yep. Yes, skill. It is reading based off that. Awesome. I don't know if I need this ID anymore. I don't think I will because pointers are fine. What I will want is a U property. Int 32. Power level. Okay. And we want add parents. I don't think I want an add parent. Do I want an add parent? No. Just an add child. Should be plenty. This can go. Okay. Skill. Oh yeah. M score. That's how you do that. Remember variables. Pointer to a skill. There. Right. Probably just... Can I not do that? Oh, there we are. If the node is already in my children, then I add the node to my children, and I add myself to the node's parents. Looks good to me. I think that's everything that's in my node class, yeah. Hub's a good one. Hub's a good one. Alright. Launch. See that this actually works. God damn it, why? What? I have to define... Oh, I have to define a default constructor. I believe I should be able to do multiple constructors. Yeah, there. Score lit. Third version, I think I saw. It's okay. Alright, so we are launching. I don't think I'll be able to create a blueprint person. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I can create a blueprint, it's just not going to do anything. Like... Oh, I didn't make it blueprintable. Do I need it? I don't know if I need it to be blueprintable per se. Realistically, the nodes are only going to be used in code to generate, like, the skill tree. And then the skill tree, and then the UI will read from those nodes. So, realistically, the nodes are only going to be in code. And then, like, visual representations of them will exist outside of code. Alright. Now we need to make a new class. The skill tree. Oh, I already have it. Okay. Let's ensure that I do have Euler available. All right. Skill tree needs a... Can I make this skill tree in a... Just trying to think about how I want to do the constructor. I need to be able to set a max. So, skill tree. Got the semicolon and the skill tree with it. Am I going to use a function or am I going to use it in the constructor? T array of type ls node. Max size. It's an int. Oh, Euler's number just works with even without this include. Apparently, I don't know if I'll need that now. Realistically, I want as few includes in the header file as possible, if I remember correctly. I want includes to be kept in the CPP file if I can. I think that's the way you do it, because every time I include the header file, it's going to load all of the header files includes as well. So if I keep it in the CPP file, then I don't have to import certain things. There we are. Okay. These are going to be the getters slash setters. Guess I'll save the getter slash setter. Dumb. These functions. Tree. Build tree, if I remember correct. Turn true slash false, if depending on if it's successfully did so. So let's do bool. True on success meant 80% of tree? I believe it's 80%. No, I did it at 50%. We'll do it. We'll say a happy medium of 65% of the skills. Okay. Whoops. What else do I got? Calculate depth of a node. This is a bool. It's to be a bool. It's to be an int. I don't think anything else here is required. Let's compute levels. How often is it used? Oh, I think it's only used... It's used in the visualized tree, and I don't use visualized tree. So I think those are the only things that I realistically am going to need. No, I'll make these public as well. So, all right. Yeah, because I don't need to do T subclass of, because these are going to exist solely in code. Oops. Score. Also, I will make it a U property so I can it. Read on. I'm still on the fence on what I'm going to do with this root node. Either. So I've got two ideas about what I can do with either I can... I don't know where I put my... Either I can replace the root node with a level 0 skill. That way you always have one skill to start from, and then you go from there. Or I completely hide the root node. And then it looks like, oh, I've got three different branching, like 3 different paths to start from. Right? Showing off my belly. All right. Let me visualize what the difference is. Takes a while. Oh, there we are. So the difference being, do I want skill tree to look like this? Where there's always one guaranteed start? Or do I want the skill tree to look like this? Where it looks like there was 2 starts. I kind of like this one. But that's something I'm going to decide later. Hopefully. Okay. Leave that open. Okay. This is just going to mean all this. Let's call it root. For I set this just a null pointer? This feels wrong. Yeah. It will just be an MTT array anyways. By default. I think this is the way I want to do it. Okay. So the idea is that we create an empty skill tree. Oh, no, we don't create an empty skill tree, sorry. We get all of the skills that are possible from the equipment. And then I get all of the necessary skills. And what? So I'm thinking I'm actually going to have to do this a different way and just have the max size there. And I'm going to need... this being... that how it works? How do you make a new... Oh. Crazy? Not how you do it. Yeah. No instance of overloaded UPLS node operator new matches the argument list. The argument types are unsigned long. Uh-oh. Can I not use pointers? Static construct objects use a new object or the static construct object. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that documentation does not exist anymore. Or static construct object. So, will it work if I just... Interesting. Oh, I see. I see. Um, like that. Okay. That looks good. So now we get a basic skill there. So now, instead, we're going to do a... when we build the tree, we're going to take a array of less nodes. A in size. There. So now, those aren't going to be... Because that makes more sense to me. So now, the skill tree has a root immediately. And now, when we build the tree, we take in the whole list of nodes, and then that's a good point. The issue now is that this list of nodes is probably not going to be perfect. It's probably not going to have all of the skill powers that we want, and it's going to be not balanced. So we want a good balance in there. Alright, I've got to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, and then I'll go also check on the fire. I'm back. All right. So, can't remember what they... there... Um... Oh, there we are. Ah, there it is. I knew there was one. So, if it's empty, we don't have anything to do because there's no nodes in there. We have to return false. Now here's the question. Passives. Passives are going to be a way of sort of just, like, filling up the skill tree a bit. So what I think I'll do is I will make a list that's 4 times the size of the max size? No. 2 times the size of the max size. And then I will throw in a bunch of... sorry, I am really drawing a blank here. I will throw in a bunch of passives to sort of bolster out the size here. Trying to think of ways that I can ensure that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I know how to do this properly, vaguely. So when we create a node, we take a look at the power level. And we generate a list of possible nodes. I don't know if random choices works. So we generate... What we'll do is we'll generate two lists. Passives... Actives... This is going to be like... I say passives and actives. What I actually mean is like... Gear specific. And extra. And... extra. So... your... Actually... Whenever I select a node, whenever I place down a node, what I can do instead is, instead of doing the lists, take the power level and I will just say, I will say we will roll a dice on a 1, 2, or 3. We get, well, 50-50 chance of getting either a passive or a active, unless there are no more actives, in which case we'll just put a passive in. What? So, what I also need... So... So in here, we're also going to how do I get this then? Because this is generated based on the skill. So does the skill also need a scaling factor? I guess. I don't want to make another. I don't want to make. Civ. My cat wants out. Be right back. I think that's good. Oh, whoops. Also, whoops. There. Oh, right. Okay. I think once I get this done, I'm going to actually have to call it. I'm really early in, but unfortunately a whole load of wood is getting delivered today. And I've got to go stack it. Or at least stack as much as I can before the snow buries it all. So. Time is it? Nope. See what I can get done before I have to go. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to completely transcribe what's in my code to here, and then I will add the ability to have these extra passives come in. Isn't an issue in my old code because there isn't any extra passives that are necessary, because my code, my skill trees are, my skills are generated in a weird, and if I run out of skills, it's because one of the bearings in my fans are going, and I was wondering what that sound was for a while. All right, so yeah, it's not an issue in my Python code. It is an issue here. I'll remedy it when we get to that. Oh, I do need. Need it unsorted. That could be private, I guess. Oh, this is not the correct place to be doing that. don't like that my naming convention is all over the freaking place. Okay. I don't even need unsorted nodes because I've got nodes there. Yeah, I don't need this. PKA. Alright. Build tree. Not self-dot. M score dot add score root. Okay. I'm just gonna that. I can see what I'm working on. Focus node is equal score root. Right. Am I in the while? While done. Dot. Oh wait. Brackets. While not done. Dot num is greater than 0. I guess I could just do not done dot empty. Oh, is empty. While not empty. Virgins. Afloat. Convergence. F. Select. Done. Dot num. Like that, right? Yeah, okay. Can I just copy the entire list without copying, like, being a copy of the list? What I'll do is I'll just put to do. Oh, it doesn't highlight it. And now, can I shuffle? Not done. Shuffle? Okay. Huh. I cannot see anywhere where I can randomly shuffle a team. Just shuffling it myself, apparently. So what I can do is also, if say less than 3. Happy? Cool. I haven't done a C++ style for loop in a very long time. That should do the trick. This shuffles. So I'm now working on it. That. Do I have recuse? Whatever. So that just makes it so that I can do this stuff way easier. Because in here, I do a Python style for, which is for node in not done. So score. To code is F F math. F math. Grand range. Really, uh, Those are doubles, and it returns a double. That might not work up here. Because if I remember correctly, a double is just a float, but with more... Can I get a random... Rand int? Oh, no, there is floats and ints here. And they're inclusive. Okay, perfect. 1, 3. How do I do that? C++. Oh, also this... That... Oh, it's just like... Else... Should I actually... Should be like that. Bonus from power equals M score E. Was it C underscore? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, what's to the power of in C++? Ow. Can I just say I hate it? I hate it so much. So I'm going... The power of... Negative... Negative 1.5 plus the power level of the node. This is a pointer, so it's not that. It's this. Score power level. I don't like that. These should probably all be private. I just want them to be public so that I can view them like this. This might be something that gets changed. So this... Super E. There. Easy. Divided by 5. Oh, God. It's another thing that's POW'd. So... this... to the power of... two. I hate it. And all of that times 2.5. I despise this. I have no idea if that's going to work properly. In my head, it does. So what am I powing here? I'm powing this to 1, 0. So all of this... Sorry. All of this is getting to the power of 2. And that times 2.5 is the power of CE. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm not even done. Oh. Divided by the max size. Nodes. Correct. Divided by the max size. Oh, looks good to me. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing one? Yes, that makes sense, because this is also wrapped in a bracket. Technically, I don't need that. There, that works. Okay. Chin. Is there a min? It's F min. Lowest of 3 values. I'm going to have to assume F min, which says that it takes in doubles. I assume it also takes in ints. Float. Long double. Double. Does min? Browser gone. Min. I do not see a min here. F generic platform. I think this works, because I actually think that those are types. It's type arguments. Yeah. So... deduction from width. Why not the width? Oh. Yeah, this should be in the... Oh, it is in the while loop. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Width and the power of 2, I believe it was. Yep. That divided by 20. I believe I'm using too many brackets here. So now... apps. I think there's another function to do that, but this works. Equals bonus power plus bonus completion plus, sorry, minus reduction from width. Now, chance. Well, is there a sorry. And idea is that I cap this at 3. You unhappy? You good? You're good. I'm going to skip out on this. Now I need a random float between 0 and 1. That would do the trick. Rand range 0.0 and 1.0f. So that should give me a random float between 0 and 1. While that is greater... Well, no, while that is less than chance to branch. That again. That means that, yeah, with a 1.0 chance to branch, or 2.0 chance to branch, then it's a 100% chance to branch that time. Alright. I think we gotta call it there so that I can go and do... It's already dark out. Well, I'm gonna go and do some wood piling anyways because it needs to happen. And I'm gonna do that before it gets too cold. So, thank you all for watching. I apologize, this is gonna be a shorter one. I'll try and be around more tomorrow. But, yeah, it's getting cold. I need to focus on keeping... I'll keep working on this in my downtime, because this is slowly coming together. it's slow going because C++ is a lot less mathematically focused, it looks like, than Python was. But yeah, good day so far. Good code so far. I will cut this to here so that this is where I'm currently working. So this is where I'm going to have to change stuff up. Here, future needs change to have the option. So selecting what are they called? Extra passive. There. So now there will be a chance to, instead of just picking an actual ability, there's also going to be a chance to pick a extra passive, which I think is going to be very nice. So current level options, we'll get those from the normal list, and then we will have like a 25% chance for a current level option, and then a 75% chance for a, let's see, we'll see. We also got rid of that. Yeah, we'll see. So it's going to be like a around 25% chance to get an actual active skill and stuff like that. Also, there is in my Python code a little clause here for if current level options equals 0. If the current level options equals 0, then we force a power-up. That's now never going to happen anymore, and I think that's going to make the skill trees a little bit longer than what we're used to. So we'll have to see if this power-up chance... yeah, if this power-up chance thing still works. Yeah, okay. That's why I'm getting the options here as well, is to see if the options is equal to 0, and then I just bump up the power-up chance to 1. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been fun. Tomorrow we'll be doing Warframe, and then we're back into this code base on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So we will see you all then. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.